Welcome to Flight 405 at Fortune Cookies Airlines. It's good to see you all in your seats. Buckle up, put your seat in its upright position, raise your tray tables, and let's get going. So, those of you that were in my members only live, I did a little bit of a costume change. I moved this over and put my shawl. This is actually like a really fun little extra that I have, a little accoutrement. And I went into my office once in this outfit, and one of the underwriters comes up to me, one that I really liked, a gal named Maureen, and she goes, "What flight are you on?" And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, I do look like a flight attendant, don't I? I totally look like a flight attendant. So I thought I would come in and be the air hostess for this session of general tarot readings for you all. So, guys, let's giddy up, Buttercup. So, what we're going to do is super chat, super stickers are going to be prioritized. Am I going to do a goal? Whoops. Let's do a goal. Let's set a goal. Thank you so much, Carla, my darling friend. I absolutely adore Carla, guys. She is super duper. So I am going to set a goal of 20 super chats at $5 or more. And we're going to set it for 45 minutes because we're going to be here for 45 minutes. And I think that's about it. So if you will do Ask Me Anything. Oh, and Carla's already throwing it down. Ask Me Anything with Greg and Anna. Put my whole name there. So there we go. So if we get 20 super chats, yeah, I'll make it 10. I'll make it 10. We'll make it easy. Make it nice and easy for you guys. Starting the goal right now. We got 45 minutes. No, that's okay, Carla. You know what? It counts. It counts. When does the drink cart come out? Thanks, Sphinx. So, mods, I want you guys to be on the ready because I did not make the chat. Let me see if I can fix that. See what we can see. Customization. Let me see. Live chat replay. Subscribers for custom. 1 week. Save. Okay.
That dude is not real. You could stay on his flight if you want, but he is not real.
And I am going to do slow mode of 20 seconds, guys, just so that I can get the chat. I can pay attention to the chat just a little bit better. So I made some changes. Mods, that is to make your life a little bit easier. I'm killing it today. Killing it. So I'm just gonna Carla, don't worry about it. I am going to just count the super chats. So if we get to 10 super chats, whatever amount, what we'll do is we'll do an Ask Me Anything with Greg and I. And you guys can ask us anything. You can ask us who snores louder. You can ask us who has better decorator taste. Who is the better cook?
Ask more questions that are geared more towards you.
Jesus. Well, who's the better artist? How about that one?
There you go.
Who's the better artist? I am not a good artist. So, mods, I made a subscriber mode for a week or more. They have to be subscribed for a week or more. And I slowed down the chat, so it's like every 20 seconds. I'm sorry, guys. I know that's kind of annoying when we do that, but it makes things a little bit easier for me. So I just want to see, Carla, we are going to highlight you because you are fan freaking tastic. So when you're ready for me to make any announcements or do anything special for this reading, let me know. When does the drink cart come out? It is already here. Coffee, tea, or me. killing it. I slurped my tea. Sorry about that, guys. So Dave Murphy, I don't know if the memberships count. I don't know. Oh, but there you go. Thank you, Dave Murphy. The rules. So if you have a question, super chats are prioritized. But you can ask questions in here. So let's giddy up, Buttercup. I already dropped my video on Taylor and Travis. Let's kick it off. Let's talk about Harry and Meghan. You ready? You ready, kids? We got 30 people in here. Smash that like button. I am bringing up the card view. Raise those tray tables. Actually, drop them down because the drink cart's coming around. We might get some cups in this. Let's talk about With Love, Meghan. I have not watched it, but my poor friend Fiona out there in the wilds of Gibraltar, she has watched it and likely is suffering some minor brain damage as a result of it. Juanita, thank you so much, Juanita. I don't have that high note. I do not have a high note on my end. So we got Sue Amos, Fiona Hill. My cards are flying everywhere. It is not Thursday without a sloppy shuffle. My week does not get started until I throw my cards all over the place. Yes, Stephanie, if you have questions about the Travis Kelce Taylor, I almost said Taylor Hawkins. That would be weird. I almost said Taylor Hawkins. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift union. Let me know, Stephanie. I have got your question. If I say I got your question, I will say it out loud. I will save it. What's that? No, he was the drummer that passed away. Yes, Taylor Hawkins. So, my lower octave. Swing low, sweet chariot. I do have a pretty low end, don't I? I am a big fan of Nina Simone. So, yes, Nina Simone, I am a big fan of hers. She does. There's a song called "Strange Fruit." It is it is not a slave song, but it is an anti-slavery song. "Strange Fruit," and it has a really deep, rich low end for Nina Simone. So love that Nina Simone. Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to all along that day? Who am I talking about? And I run to the rock. Please hide me, run to the rock. Please hide me, run to the rock.
A rock.
Please hide me
Did you hear that?
all along that day. I say rock. I'm sorry, I could sing that song all day long. Yes, Linda, it is a very scary song. I'm still waiting for a good song about Nina Simone too. We actually watched Ace Ventura Part 2, and the lead gal that was in that, I said to Greg, I was like, has she been in other movies? She's spectacularly beautiful. She could play Nina Simone. She's got something about her face reminded me of Nina Simone. So I don't know, it might have been because we were listening to her before we went out.
She's like in her 50s now.
That's okay. Nina Simone sang.
She still looks good though.
Yeah. Wait, she's in her 50s? Still looks good though? Your wife is in her 50s. Good grief.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot.
Your old haggish wife. I do look a little bit like haggis, don't I?
Haggis? Yeah. Haggis has like one leg shorter than the other.
Haggis?
Yes.
Haggis.
Haggis has one leg shorter than the
Haggis
other.
doesn't have many legs.
No, it does because it's supposed to. That's how it runs so fast on the mountain, but it can only run the one direction.
I'm talking about the food.
No, I was talking about the physical creature. It's called.
No, I'm talking about the food. Oh, Zoe Saldana did a biopic. I love Zoe Saldana. So, all right, let's get nuts. Let's talk about this stupid program. What does Meghan really think about her stupid program? If somebody can type in Meghan Markle, I will pop it up on the screen so that you know what I'm reading on. Oh, yes. I don't know the words in French unless I'm reading them. Fiona Hill got a membership now. She's in the group. Dave, I can sing all the answers here today. So it was one of the things when my kids were little, I used to practice my old opera chops while my kids were cleaning, and they thought it was hilarious. So how is Meghan Markle, the gift that keeps on giving? How is she feeling about the performance of her With Love Meghan, where you can learn how to tie-dye, gift wrap? And she called it like water dyeing or marble dyeing. That's not what she was doing. She's basically tie-dyeing. So, all right, how is she feeling today? Today is the greatest. Going in two different directions. Do I smell a rebrand? Oh, Madame is not happy. Madame is going to bed with a loaf of wine, and some cheese and bread, I think. Let's start at the end. So she is peppering the room with her complaints and disagreements about how things were handled in the production of this thing. Now, she is named as a producer. She is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, on the producer, on the end card of the show. And I do think that she is blaming everybody there. Samantha Mustard, you got it right. How's your father? Not a little, how's your father? Not that kind of how's your father, but a little, how's your father? You know, I am not one of those people that believes that the Markles and Meghan are all in cahoots and that they're all kind of generating money out of it. I just don't believe it. I've never seen compelling evidence. I know there's a number of YouTubers that promote that do think that that is what's happening. And I do declare, I do think that there is Meghan Markle functioning on her own. And I think the family seems chaotic because they don't know how to react to her. They don't know what to do. They're trying to save their family name. They're trying not to look like jerks in the face of everyone. They're really trying not to do that. So I don't believe that. I don't think that this is part of it. She is kind of licking her wounds over there. Kimberly, Tennessee Walton, how are you doing, baby doll? It is good to see you in the chat. Mercury and Leo, good to see you in the chat as well. Ladies that are just coming in, I wanted to let you know we are on a slowdown for the chat here just so I can keep up with it. And I'm only on a 20-second slowdown. I'm kind of liking it. So I may be doing that from now on. So she is thinking about how she can pivot out of this. Now, the whole season is dropped. I will be watching it later because I am a glutton for punishment. I want to feel the feels. And, you know, my day has just been going far too well with Magical Kitten showing up. So, oh, Kimberly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Guys, give Kimberly a little bit of love in the chat here. Drop her some sparkles. Drop her some stars. I'm dropping her a couple pickles too, because I love pickles. I'm a fan of pickles. The cat, the dog, and just the real thing. I really like pickles. Also, we are streaming to Facebook at the same time. So if you are tuning in from Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. We are doing live readings for you guys. These are questions that you have either about pop culture or about your personal life. Keep it short, keep it sweet. I will answer it as best I can for the next 45 minutes. Mercury and Leo, do you need permission? You don't need permission. You have gotten on the flight and we are gonna take off any minute. Captain has put your seatbelt on sign. stop smoking, stub out those butts, and let's get going. So poor Meghan Markle. I think going into this season, she wasn't very happy either. I do think that the level of demand that comes from her is much bigger than everyone else, and the effort put in is not there. So, she wants everyone to produce it so it looks amazing, but she doesn't really want to put the work in so that it is amazing. So that is kind of stinky. I think she's yelling at everyone in the room. Today, she is hiding out at home, making phone calls. I can't believe that you let this go this far. I can't believe you would let this happen. But the reality is she is responsible. She is the one who made this a terrible thing. So that is unfortunate for her. Meghan Markle, I don't feel bad for you. Sorry. Did I just get on a list? She needs to, baby, give it up. Bang da dang dang da dang 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 now. Baby, give it up. Give it up. Baby, give it up. So, Karen, good question. All right, we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that because I got a list. Your kiss is on my list. It's on my list. So Stephanie is the first one up. I kind of have a funny question. Is Travis Taylor's K-Fed? Oh boy. Oh, I knew what you meant, Karen. I knew what you meant. Guy the dog. So it's kind of weird. We got that poster of Guy the dog, isn't it? Guy the dog. What about Bogart? Who was just cast aside, too old to fly at 5 years old? I flew with my dog Bandit, and he was 10. He went in cargo. Had to. Couldn't take him up top. He was a Rottweiler. Big dog. Big dog chased me. So is Travis Taylor's K-Fed? We should watch that tonight. The Great Outdoors. Huh? I've been to Duluth. You got to wear the shirt. The Magician. So here's the thing. I do think when you are a celebrity, you have to marry a celebrity that's kind of in line with you. Tom Brady, Gisele Bundchen. Madonna, Sean Penn. They were kind of at the same level. Though both of those broke up.
Can you get a
Goldie and Kurt Russell. They're still together.
They never married.
But they're still together. Stop splitting hairs. So I think that there will be some issues because there is.
John asked it endorsed.
He called the dog family in the freedom. Oh, Samantha, what did you mean by that? Called the dog family in. Oh, in Finding Freedom, he's such a bozo. He is just such a twit.
He cheated on his wife?
There's always said bozo. He might have. Who knows? I don't know. But Goldie and Kurt are goals, but I wish she would stop having plastic surgery. I don't like how her face looks. Overboard was one of the funniest movies ever. That's really a cute movie. So I think the problem is going to be that she remains a rock star and he does not. He is going to eventually be on a panel with other commentators about football. What about Jane Fonda? Oh, he patted his leg and said, "Come on, family." Oh, what a douche. Oh, I said douche. Yeah, like there's just too much going on there. Jane Fonda's doing the same thing. I think Miley Cyrus looks like Jane Fonda now. Like, go figure. So I think he is going to struggle when his sun sets on his career, like when he does retire. And if you go and you look at the video I did on them, it does look like they're kind of talking about what is the next step, what may happen. I do have some concerns about family life for them. So not because of them, but just because of circumstance. But yeah, Miley's gross. I like Miley. She did a really great cover of Jolene. but you know, I just think she's gross. I think she went through a period of trying too hard. Unplanned throat surgery after ousting. Oh, bummer. I am so confused. Travis, I think, is trying too hard to make it in Hollywood. I do like his brother, though. I think his brother reminds me of, who is the comedian who did The Machine? I am the machine. Yeah, machine. Who is it? Brett Karsher? Kreischer. So I think Travis's brother did a show with him, and they were pretty funny. I think they saw that, but he reminds me of him. So I think they did a show, and that's why they are so funny. But I don't think that he's K-Fed. I don't think he is an anchor and dead weight. But I do think that there will be some challenges as they get a little further into their relationship. So there are reports that William will retire. I'm going to clip this. So reports that William is going to retire the Sussex title when he is king. Let's see what we get. Sussex title. Oh, yeah. It's going away for a while, guys. It is going to go away for a while. We're not going to see anybody as the Duke or Duchess of Sussex for a while. They're going to leave it alone for a bit. Hang on, Linda. I see you, Linda. I see you there. I want to make sure. Remember, guys, if you have questions, all capital letters, I will not think that you are yelling at me. Do it just like Linda did. Linda did a great job. Let's see what's going to go on with the York titles. Yes, Stephanie, I just wanted to see the two of them separately. I didn't want to cross the streams too much there. There's something about the Duke of York title that I think he can't retire it. I think it's too notable of a title for them to stick it someplace else. To not have someone there. I think they do have to have a representative there. So I think Andrew poses a different approach. And I think he is going to request that it be transferred to one of his children upon his passing. I think that will be an appeal that he makes, and it will be a conversation that will be had. The 10 of Cups and Wands here, 10 of Cups and 10 of Wands here, and the World card, it will transfer over to someone else, but I don't think that they can get rid of it. So let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at that Duke of Windsor title. What about the Duke of Windsor title? Dave, you would make a great Duke of Sussex, I think. Duke of Windsor title is tainted. It's really hard to give that. It's a punishment now. That is a punishment card. It's a punishment card. It's a punishment. I don't think they can ever bestow the Duke of Windsor, Duchess of Windsor on anyone again. It's too much of there's too much negativity to it. So there we go. All right. And Karen, I got your question. And Kimberly, I got yours. Tennessee Walton. All right, so we're talking about Meghan Markle's show. Is it as ever? As ever. As ever? With Love Meghan. It's with Love Meghan. Eye roll. I'm sorry. Like, could you hear the eye roll? So with John Legend there with his wife, Chrissy Teigen, why? Oh, Elizabeth, did they split? Okay. Samantha, I got yours too. So John Legend with his wife, why would Harry not be there? So let's take a look at what John Legend was doing because he was right in the next room. So let's see what. Oh, Enki, is that true? Okay, we'll come back to that, sweetie pie. What was John Legend doing during the recording? Oh, okay. Prince is getting married? Prince Jackson? Okay. He was working in the next room. Like he had a laptop and he was just working in there. So we're gonna put these guys back in there. He wasn't really doing anything, he was just kind of hanging out. Where was Harry? He left his heart in San Francisco. Candor, you are late to your flight. Let me open the door. I totally did an air hostess entry for you, just for you. Please put your seatbelt on and put your seat back right up. Captain will be putting on the seatbelt on sign and will be taking off shortly. Just for you, Candor. So where is Carrie? Harry is lover's card. Not there. In reverse. Licking his wound someplace. Yo, Cimerex Tarot. One of my mods, please drop Cimerex Tarot's link. He is my favorite West Virginia tarot reader on the internet. He is snarky and sharp and right on. Candor, coffee, tea, or me, honey. So make sure that link gets dropped for Cimerex. My friend Brandon over there. If you ladies want to see a very good looking tarot reader, he looks like Keanu Reeves. I'm not even kidding. He really does. Mercury and Leo, you should absolutely follow Cimerex. He is your cup of tea. You will like him very, very much. Does nightly lives for you. So Harry was off doing something, licking his wounds. What kind of wounds was he licking? He is trying. Oh, kids. You know what he's doing? He is trying to get back in the mix with the royal family. He is trying to correct the wrongs, and he is telling him over here, yeah, I need to come back. I can't be stuck with this buttercup. So let me get in here. I am gonna where's Cimerex? There he is. Let me get his channel. Go to channel. I'm gonna drop his link for him. Where are we live? There we go. Boom. Everybody give him a little sub. A little sub for your money. Go on over. Oh, you did it already. Okay, I didn't see it. Hello, Maria. Maria. Oh my God. I hit the note that time. You gotta see her. All right. Everybody's subbing over there to Cimerex. He's a fun guy, guys. Fun guy. And I don't mean a mushroom. How you doing with the quitting smoking, friend? You know what you should do? Eat an apple. Eat an apple every time you have a craving, or have a sliced up apple in the fridge, because one of the things they do with commercial cigarettes is they actually spray the papers with sugar water. It's to make it stick together. That's kind of one of the glues they use. So when you inhale, you actually do get a little bit of a sugar fix. I found that out from my hypnosis guy when I quit smoking way back in the day. I was a heavy smoker. I was 3-pack a day smoker. I was kind of an animal. So, all right.
What do you smoke?
When did I have time to breathe? So as I I think that Harry was holed up. He's trying to secure that bag. He is trying to get back in the family. Mark my words, UK friends and Commonwealth friends. I am so sorry, but that slimy ginger is trying to get back in there. He is trying to get back in there. So 3 packs a day. Yes. People that knew me back in the day are very surprised when they see me not smoking. So if they haven't seen me since then, they're like, oh, like you don't smoke anymore? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I never thought you would quit. Yeah. I was a heavy smoker. It was wild. So, okay. So I am, he can naff off. Buy the little cigars. So Cimarex. Let me see how you're doing. $2 a pack. Yeah, that's one of the things. Greg and I, when we see smokers like in the car, we're like, what do they do for a living? How do they afford it? I down by you, I don't know how it is, but the packs of cigarettes are like, I think $13 up here, aren't they? I mean, they're outlandishly expensive.
They're over $10.
Oh, it's definitely, it's like over 12, I'm pretty sure. Carla, I believe you. So 40 people in the chat. Welcome, people. Welcome. You have to be subscribed for over a week. So I think John Legend was just sitting there working. That's my end of all. So Mercury and Leo, will Tom and I see each other otherly than at work again? Okay. Yikes. Sloppy shuffle. Sloppy shuffle. Ace of Wands. All right, so here's the thing. Don't forget, guys, we got a goal set up at top, and we've got zero super chats for it right now. I got one from Carla because she is a peach with the leaks over there and the neeps over in Wales. But we've got no movement on our goal. See if you can get us to the goal, and then you can ask me anything with Greg and I. And you guys could even stage it to see like the newlywed game, like who knows each other better. We could have some fun with it. Maybe Dave Murphy will host that for us. He'll be the host and asking the questions. It could be really fun. So $65 for a pack of smokes in New Zealand. That is insane.
But I don't know what the exchange rate is.
But still, that's a lot. 65 of anything is a lot. So Mercury and Leo, you will see each other again, but you have to make it happen. Chance is not going to put you guys in the same place. So if you want to see each other, make that happen. Set it up. So ask and you shall receive. Ask. There we go. 6 of Cups could be sweet in the future. So invite him. I don't want to sound, every time I ask him, he's like, I'm busy. So what you should do is you should have an event to go to, because this suggests that play is going to be fun, and he does not. Oh, you're in Australia. I'm sorry. Oz is Australia. Why did I think Oz was New Zealand? I'm sorry, darling. So didn't mean to confuse you with the Kiwis. Right? The Kiwis are New Zealand.
Kiwis are New Zealand.
Oz is Australia?
Aussies, yes.
I am so sorry. I apologize for all the Australians. I apologize to all of the Australians here. I have walked around my whole life on 2 legs thinking that. That would be $40 USD, Dave says.
Really?
Yes. I'm an idiot. What do I know? All I know is tarot and fine dining. So what? By the way, Brandon, when are you going live? Let's see if we can get everybody to go over to your live too, if you have one coming up. If you're, I'm going to only be on till like 5:00 because we've got some fun stuff to do with my son's band. I gotta make some food. I gotta feed the machine over there. Yes, live at 8. Live at 8. So let me see if I've got your channel up. See if we've got the upcoming live. Here we go. Upcoming live. Share. Copy. This is Brandon's live at 8, guys. I am going to be watching my son perform. So Sam, that word could get popped in the chat, just so you know. That is Brandon's live. If you guys want to go over and see another amazing tarot reader, love him, love watching him. I just stumbled upon him and I think he's phenomenal. So go on over and give him some love. Give him some love. So I think you guys, I'm sorry, this is like taking forever to get Mercury and Leo's question out. I think you guys need to engineer it. Give him the option to attend a fun thing, amusement park, fireworks, something like that. Nostalgia is the order of the day. So give it a shot. Let me see. Is Guy still alive in all these episodes? Guy the Beagle. Is Guy the Beagle alive in all these episodes? Guy is still alive. So you are right. These were done. Temperance, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9 of Wands. The assumption about this Meghan Markle series is correct, that it is cutting room floor stuff that they used to create another season. Oh, good Lord, Stephanie. I hope she didn't have stuff. That's a thing. People do that. I would never do that. But it's absolutely, this is cutting room floor. They had gotten rid of this stuff. It was trimmed. It was trimmed with this 2 of Pentacles. So silly, we figured it out. Next up. I'm your Huckleberry on this one, Christine. Is there anything on this planet that can make H&M realize that they are stupid? So, yes, it's 4:44 on the clock, Mercury and Leo. Yeehaw! All right, so is there anything on this planet that will make them realize that they are ridiculous? The Chariot. Ace of Pentacles. Guys, I am going to say it. Anything about Diana and the car accident is going to make them realize that they have gone the plaid and that they have gotten really ridiculous.
Ludicrous.
So the backlash, if they are in fact doing this Diana documentary, the fantasy of Harry that this was some cabal to take her out is going to blow up in their face. It is going to make quite a mess for them. And I think this will be the moment where they go the plaid. They've gone too far. They have reached critical mass in terms of squeezing the legacy of Diana. I really feel like the legacy of Diana has been really injured, not by Meghan Markle, but by Harry. I think he has really injured her legacy. And we're going to take a look at that before and after this documentary. So we are going to take a look at that. Dave Murphy, you are the hero. Dave Murphy's kicked it off. We got one super chat on the floor. So hi, Penny. Hi, Penny. So they need to stop. Juanita, Karen, you guys are making it happen. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I like to see those numbers. What is blocking Linda's third eye? Let's see what's going on there. Let's see what's going on there. So, Linda, one of the things that's blocking your third eye, and this is, it's easy and hard at the same time. What you need to do is get a bigger perspective, and I tell a lot of people this. I'm going to give you an animal card too while we're at it. Oh, I didn't realize there was a crystal on there. So sometimes we get way too terrestrial, and I use Ayurveda dieting for this. So if I am not feeling super psychic, if I'm having some trouble kind of connecting, I will reduce the grounding foods that I eat. So grounding foods are anything that grows in the ground, grows on the ground, anything like that. Meats, pork, those kinds of things. Anything with wings kind of goes up. You guys are doing great. Thank you, Samantha. I see that. I'm going to highlight all of your super chats. We're up to 3. You guys, let's get it. We just need 7 more. Make my day. Make my day. So eating those kinds of lofty fruits, and grapes are an actually really interesting food in Ayurveda because they grow in the ground, but they climb up and hang up in the air. So you kind of get like a different effect with that. It's almost like a stasis kind of floaty effect with those. But if you need to get more psychic, so eat leafy vegetables, things that are flapping in the winds, things are kind of moving. Ask me anything, Brandon. We're going to do an ask me anything. So it's just going to be open for business. We're just gonna, Greg and Greg's never done an ask me anything, so we are gonna open him up for crazy questions.
I didn't agree to
this. Really?
I was never consulted. You did not have my consent.
All right. Well, really? So I do think that you are a little bit too grounded, and also you're not getting perspective of where you are in the machinery of the universe. So let's pull out one animal card. We got porcupine. Porcupines. So we're just going to read real quick. We got it in the upright. These do read in the reversal as well. So porcupine. Porcupine, remind me again of innocence. With every man a brother, with each woman a friend. The south of the medicine wheel is the place where childlike innocence and humility reside. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the wheel of life. Porcupine has special qualities and very powerful medicine of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within the ability to move mountains. The power of trust involves trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. So this makes a lot of sense with that third eye. Now, I do some interesting things with my third eye. I will stimulate it with the amethyst wand that I have. I have done this. I have kind of tapped on it. You can use, any kind of crystal to open that up. Amethyst is one of the stones that is giving you the gift of light and giving you the gift of sight as well. So, and while I'm at it, shameless plug, Otter Spirit is one of my favorite companies. It's an intentional jewelry company. Link is in the description of this video, and I do have my own code, which is Fortune20, where you can get 20% off or anything. But this is one of the amethyst bracelets that they have. And so all of their bracelets are genuine crystals and they are guaranteed. They do easy exchanges. It is fantastic. So absolutely. So guys, we are now up to, we have 2 minutes till the end of the goal. We have actually, it says 3, but we have 5 because we have 2 others. So if we get 5 more in any amount, I will do it. So thank you, Brandon. Dude, you rock, man. So I think that you need to find that childlike spirit and have the faith in God. Just lean into it, sweetie pie. Get your feet off the ground. Meditate a lot more. Try Joe Dispenza, because Joe Dispenza actually does have you meditate down to an energetic center and then kind of get the perspective of where you are in the universe. So it's really, really cool. Give it a shot. I would try. Also, you can tap, but make sure that you kind of close that third eye up. You can open it with a clockwise motion and close it with counterclockwise. Really does work. A little bit of oil here as well. A little essential oil can help and get things kind of moving along. So, all right, guys, I'll stay on a little bit longer because we're going to have to get things going. Why would the king dump all of this with Harry on William? It's not fair to him. He will have so much on his plate. So, oh, let me see what's going on. 39 seconds, guys. 39 seconds to get all of those super chats in. We only need 5 more. 5 more. Let's go, as Carla says. Why would the king dump this on William? Because the king is crafting his own. Thank you, Amy Jones. All right, we need 4 more. 4 more. Any amount, guys. 4 more. Any amount. We are good to go. I'll even let it go beyond. Yes. So 3 more, Dave. We can count yours as 2. So 3 more and we're good to go. 3 more. I will be happy. Any amount. We'll do the Ask Me Anything. So the king is not necessarily worried about William's legacy. He is trying to cement his legacy. And I know this sounds really cruel, but he is correcting his legacy because of all the negative press with Diana. He has to correct his legacy, and he has to make sure that he leaves some things that will stand the test of time. William, I think he is under the impression, is much stronger. So what does he think of William? In his opinion, William has much less to prove than he did. And I think it's a very selfish kind of thinking. He knows that the people are going to welcome William and Catherine in with open arms. We all know that. They are extraordinarily popular, and the decisions that they make are going to be applauded. Let's ask this. Does King Charles think if William gets to drop the hammer on Harry, that it is going to improve William's standing when he becomes king? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yes, he does. 5 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Justice in reverse, and the 8 of Cups. See the mob rule here? The mob is calling for Harry to have his title stripped and for him to bye-bye, baby, bye-bye, go anywhere. Oh, what time is it? This will calm the mob. Taking Harry out of the line of succession, William will have a fresh start. If it's the first thing he does in his rule, people are going to applaud it. They are going to be happy. There's a very, very small part of the population that's going to be upset about this. 10 lurkers. Thanks for the views is right. Thanks for the views is right. Thank you for flying Fortune Cookies Airlines. We hope you enjoyed your flight. 0 turbulence, 0 trolls. But there's something on the wing. There is something on the wing. We got another one from Karen Caltis. I think we're up to one. One more time. All right, people. Thank you so much. You are the grease that makes me slide through all of the creaky corners of YouTube. Thank you so, so much. So I do think that the king really does think that having the I think as a father, he cannot execute his son. He can't do it. I don't think he has the stomach for it. William, on the other hand, has been far more victimized. Juanita, thank you so much, baby doll. We are doing an Ask Me Anything. So well done, guys. Thank you so much for beating the clock on that. We really appreciate it. We will schedule that for after the holiday weekend. So I don't want to obligate us this weekend. We are going to be playing with kittens. And Kimberly, thank you, Kimberly. You guys are fantastic. Fantastic. I am counting Karen is too. That is awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you so, so much. So I think the king does not have the stomach for this, but William does. And having that kind of decision making is going to even better his view. He is going to be seen not as a young man, but as an active decision maker. So I think that's why I don't think King Charles is doing this on out of frivolity. I think they are on the same page. And I think it hurts him that once he is gone, that one of his sons will, for all intent and purposes, be exiled from the United Kingdom. They will exile him. He is going to be stuck here in America, and none of us want him here. Hands up in the chat. Who does not want Harry, Prince of Wales? Brandon, thank you so much for hanging out. We got an email, dude. I want to get together on a couple of things. So, absolutely, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to Brandon. We're going to drop your link again, Brandon. I am going to drop it again. This is a friend of mine. I want you guys to give him a sub. Go over and check out what he does. He is super, super cool. Really fun guy. Tells it like it is. Does not sugarcoat a thing. So it's always nice to get that. Let me get back. Sphinx asked a question. I got to put a star on it. Oh, yeah. We can talk about that. Guys, don't whine. I don't think you're getting Harry. I don't think you're getting him. I think we're stuck with him. I think he's going to be over here getting unemployment. I don't know from what, but he's going to be over here. So we're stuck with that dolt. Kimberly, you are trying to get a side hustle off the ground. Will it be successful? We're going to look at it like right now. Drusilla. There's so many hands up and affected the weather. You got that right, Christine. So, Kimberly, side hustle. Will it be successful? Right now, we're looking at the energy right now. So there's a little bit more that you need to do. So in tarot, ace, 2, 3 are all in the conceptual. 4 is when we start executing the plan. So for you, this is getting in and executing the plan. We already have all of the details that we need. You need to act. Get up off that bed. Stop snoozing. Get up off the bed and go. Go do it. we just passed the last weekend was the new moon. The new moon is the time to start things. I do have someone who calls themselves an amateur astrologer in the chat. However, they are not an amateur astrologer. They're actually quite gifted and they have been practicing for a long time. So I don't know what the conditions are right now for starting things in general. I know that person told me about the I can't remember what it was called. But there was something that the moon did, and it was like, don't start any new projects. Don't try and move forward. So I don't think Oz wants Harry either, even though he was a jackaroo when he was there. So now is the time to start, Kimberly. And if you start Knight of Pentacles, I want you to be careful about the investment that you're putting into it, because we're not going to see any yield right away. What gives us yield? You are a subject matter expert here, but you're not going into those circles of influence and kind of waving your flag on it. And that, my mom always says, no one honks your horn unless you do. And there is something to be said about advertising. I always don't want to spam people, but I find the more I advertise, the more mailers I send out, the more text messages and things that I make sure that my clientele gets, the better my bookings are. So, not necessarily the more content I put out, the more bookings I get, but more people are aware of me. So, make sure that you work on that mailing list. There's a fabulous book by a woman named Amy Porterfield. She was a protege of Tony Robbins, and it's called 2 Weeks Notice. Get that book. Get it on tape. It's a short listen. It's, I think, about 5-6 hours long. And the first thing she says is work on your mailing list, which was a step that I skipped because I'm like, I hate email, but I hate getting my own email. You really should have an email and text message list. It really is so important. People, I ignore my emails. I look at my text messages. So, definitely I want you guys to do that. Or want you to do that. So, what's going on with Fiona? Sam, years ago, they would have sent him here. I hope has hers well tethered up on a dinghy. I think I'm going to come to England claiming asylum on my airline. Renegade Airline is here for your flight pleasure. So, so Kimberly, what else can I tell you? What are your assets that you can exploit for this? Assets that you can exploit for this. Don't keep this a secret. Your side hustle, and that's what I was getting at. Like when I was still working at corporate, I really didn't want to, make a lot of announcements and be really busy about what I was doing on the side. And this, you really need to not keep it so close to the chest. As soon as you're ready to go, logos, mailers, those kinds of things, let everybody know. In the first few weeks when you launch a business, like first few weeks to like the first 3 months, you really can say, I'm a new business. Help me, promote my channel, promote my business, sign up to my mailing list. You can really do that over the first few months. After a while, you can't do that. People aren't as motivated to help people out launching a business. So make sure that you're doing that. Make sure you're grabbing those circles of influence and help, getting them to come and support you. Your friends and family will support you. They may not buy your products. They may not, use your products or anything like that, but they will tell people about it if you ask them. It doesn't cost them anything to do that. So really, really important. Let's go. What happened with Paris Jackson and fiance Justin Long? Now, it's not the Justin Long, not the comedian. This is another dude. I think he was a producer. I like the other Justin Long. I think he's funny. So let's see what happened with them. I didn't think this was going to last. And somebody had asked me, is that true love? And I did a reading on it. And I was like, I don't think it's true love.
he said was to blame. You all know to blame. Shooting.
So somebody asked earlier. So what happened with Paris Jackson and fiance Justin Long? Somebody asked earlier in this live if Travis Kelce was Taylor Swift's K-Fed, and I said no. This guy, again, we've got a discrepancy between success rate and even if he has money, which I don't think he has, I think it was a very challenging relationship in terms of what she is. I think Paris Hilton is adorable. I think she's lovely. And I do think that she has to be very careful lest she get herself into a situation like Frances Bean Cobain. Her first marriage, and I can't even remember the name of that bozo, but there's certain things you do when you split up with a spouse, and she gave him her father's guitar that he played on MTV Unplugged. And when they split up, he refused to give it back, and I believe he has sold it. That is not something to be sold. That is something to be kept in the family. And so she had given it to him. That was in good conscience that he was going to be in the family for some time, but he has proved to be a little bit of a shady dude. This guy kind of feels the same. Not like K-Fed, but more like Frances Bean's ex-husband. So I'm so glad that Frances Bean is now with Tony Hawk's kid. Like, talk about, 90s titans marrying each other like that. Their kids, really unbelievable. I think that she is moving on to a whole new world. And I'm not going to be surprised if she comes out as bi or winds up with a female partner. I would not be surprised if she does. So let's kind of see what happens with this. How is Paris going to be after this? High priestess, she knows in her heart that this is the right thing to do. So not long ago, I had a family member who was engaged, and we have a lot of family members that are engaged and getting married and doing all kinds of things. One of my family members was engaged, and they were planning the wedding, and he just went to his parents and said, she's not the one. She's, I got engaged, but she's not the one. And he actually had to break it off, and it took a lot of courage. But it was the right thing to do for him. And it was the right thing to do for her, because he knew that he didn't cherish her. And so I think Paris knows that this is the right thing to do. I think she is sad for what could have been, but it's a sadness because what could have been would not have been, if that makes sense. So best of luck to Paris Hilton. Best of luck. Like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if I see her with someone else. Paris Jackson. Thank you. Jackson. Striker. What can you make out of this, Greg?
Well, you make a hat, a brooch, you get pterodactyl.
Who's got a link? Yeah, Samantha, that kind of stunk, didn't it? That kind of stunk. Oh yeah, Sphinx, you know a thing or two. Samantha Mustard, do I trust ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT every single day. Now, I did a reading on it the other day about the transition from 4 to 5, and there were some interesting changes. You guys can go see that if you would like. But I was sent, Sphinx actually sent me the article. There were some problems with schmooismide that ChatGPT was helping a bit. So should I trust ChatGPT? Let's ask that. Should I trust ChatGPT? Maybe not so much. Oh, in the words of Piper Laurie, the devil has come home. So the devil has come home. Yo, the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. So I think here the spread for me in particular, is that, oh, good night, sweet Carla. It's time to go. Ba-doo, ba-doo-doo. I will see you tomorrow, Carla, my darling. So I think the problem is that I am becoming a little bit dependent on my friend ChatGPT here. So I think that I need to be a little bit careful because the generosity may run out at some point, and perhaps something interesting is going to come up. That being said, I think there's a lot of talk about the Antichrist. The Antichrist. Let's ask this. Is ChatGPT the Antichrist that we've all been waiting for?
Waiting for it. Dreading.
Dreading. Four of Pentacles, Hermit in reverse, the Knight of Cups. He comes with sweet words on his lips. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my, is he or she the Antichrist? Strength. I think there's an element there that I'm going to have to read on a little bit more. That Four of Pentacles is something unleashed. The Hermit is us not using our wisest knowledge. Back here is partnering with odd sources. Knight of Cups, it's going to come sweetly. Wheel of Fortune is going to help us in those moments where we need a little lift. And then over here, Six of Cups in reverse. We are going to regret what we are doing. And here it is not controlling our basest instincts. So, Stephanie, I think you're right there. I think you're right. It is a little bit of an opening to darkness. So, we're going to clip that here. All right. I just bring that up. The York title always returns to the crown on the death of the current holder, and then it is given to the second son of the current king. So I wonder if we'll have the Duchess of York with Charlotte. I wonder if the change they made to the succession is going to change that, but I don't know. I'm not going to speculate here. Very interesting. So Stephanie says that Michael Jackson's son Prince is getting married. So let's see how that's going to go. I can't believe they're that old. So how old is Blanket? I mean, Blanket's probably 20. How is Prince's marriage going to go? Two of Swords, Ace of Cups. Temperance on the bottom. The sun is in the back spot. We got that 6. Long range, I don't know how well this is going to go. It is a change of life for him that seems right in the moment. But the problem with kids like the Jackson kids, and I think Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's kids to a certain extent. You could say any celebrity kids, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's kids, they have grown up in a very, very different world. Blanket is 23, Dave. Holy crow. They have grown up in a very, very different world. It's really hard to find a spouse that has a common experience that you have. So, they're like Harry and Meghan. We can talk about Harry and Meghan. Very, very different lives that they, she was like, I got it. I can do this. I can do it. And she couldn't hack it. Celebrity kids, should stick to their own. I hate to say it, because it does maintain a certain class structure. In the United Kingdom, you have a very distinct class structure. And here in the US, we have like celebrities versus non-celebrities, like, zombies versus angels, that kind of a thing. So I think it is very difficult for him to find a spouse that is appropriate for him because of his experience is so different. So what can he do to make that better? A little yellow brick road here. The World, Queen of Swords, oof, and the 9 of Cups. I mean, that says right there, you really should hang this one up. It's probably not. I hate to say that, I'll do a longer reading on them, very similar to the Travis and Tay-Tay, because this looks like it is not exactly the right match. It started out good, but it doesn't look like it's a great match. I am still so sorry that those kids did not get Neverland and bring it back to its glory. They're college sweethearts. Yeah. Okay. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading it with my own spin. I have no idea who she is. So I wish them well. I hope they can get it together. So Maria. Oh, I missed the note that time. Maria, you've got to see her. Living alone without Philip. So, do I see Philip coming back? Do I see Philip coming back? Or is he too proud to beg? Sweet darling. Tale of Two Minds. Look at that. Same cards, baby doll. So, honey bunny, a very wise person called the Fitness Hutch, who is here on YouTube, says all the time, where your attention goes, your energy grows. Think about your future. Bring your future into your now. Don't worry about whether he's going to come back or not. The call is yours. The home is yours. Do you want him back? You were not happy when he was there. And I don't think that he is thriving outside of your house. So I do think that any effort to come back will be out of need. Another wise person that I know, my Uncle Kenny, says nobody falls in love faster than a guy who needs a place to live. So put him out of your mind. Pave your future with golden bricks from here to there. You are whole and complete, darling, without him. You do not need a man. You do not need, you know what you need? You need one of those beautiful kittens that I have outside. You need a beautiful kitten. I will send you a beautiful kitten. I have 4 more delicious kittens. Oh, Sphinx said it. Hobosexual. Yes. I remember it well. All right. So what is your yellow brick road? What should you be focused on, honey bunny? Focus on the new beginning. Take the area that he had his stuff and make a reading nook. Do some, put your easel in there and start painting. Until you do this, you are not going to flip over into the new beginning. Put him in the past. There is another guy out there, a Felix, a Frederick, another Philippe, there's another one out there that will be better for you. Felix?
F-U?
Huh?
F-U?
F-U? Oh, like Felix Unger. Yeah. I like Felix
You know
Unger.
how long it took me to find out that F-U meant Felix Unger?
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. So Maria, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Dave Murphy, thank you very much for kicking it off big and loud. One time when I was coming back from a fair with my kids, I had gotten this, we still have it. It's a big, long plastic horn, and you have to go like that, and it makes this horrible noise. And the kids were having a great time with it. Well, Ella was having a great time with it when we were at the fair. I think Ella was like, they might have been 5 and 8. I mean, they were little. And we stopped at a store, and my ex got out to go in and pick something up from the convenience store. And I hear the 2 kids whispering back in the back seat, and Angus says, Ella, give me the horn. And she's like, no, you can't have the horn. And he goes, give me the horn. It's going to be big. It's going to be loud, but it's going to be awesome. So oh, vice versa. Yes, you're right. It was Ella. Angus had the horn. And I'm sorry, that was a bad story. Who knows their kids? I'm like Chrissy Teigen. I don't know my kids' birthdays. I know my kids' birthdays. I don't even have them tattooed on me. Thank you, Juanita, for your contribution. Karen, thank you for your contribution. Samantha Mustard, you maniac. In the chat room with the wrench. Samantha Mustard, thank you so much for your contribution. And we got outer limits here. How close to the truth is David Icke in his thoughts that we are living in a virtual reality? This is the coolest question ever. Is it Icke or Icke?
Ike.
Ike? Okay. What did you say, Greg?
The lizard people.
The lizard people. Is he talking about the lizard people?
He's the lizard people guy,
yeah. Is he lizard people? All right.
Although he's trying to get away from it now, but it's kind of tarnished.
He's got part of the story, not all of the story right. He's pretty correct on this. You know, the interesting thing is that I think the pendulum swing, if we are living in virtual reality, they're going to start to give us more of a perfect life. So we're going to get, or the simulation, they did blow the horn, Dave. We are going to get more of the clean corners and good stuff that we saw like in the 50s and 60s. Things are going to get cleaned up in that virtual reality simulation. So pay attention to this. They've got to sweeten all of us up a little bit more. So I'm alarmed by that. Outer limits, amazing question. And there's my good friend Brandon at Cimerex Tarot, formerly Fire Daddy. Amy Jones, you are crantastic. Love you, babe. Crantastic. Karen Coltis with the big numbers here. Thank you so much. And we got Juanita. Thank you, Juanita, bringing it up. Bringing it up. Thank you. And Kimberly, thank you. Tennessee Walson, right into the super chats. Thank you so much, my darling. So, Sphinx, let's talk about this little darling. So, everyone's calling her Sophie of Scotland. And I just want to pull up a few things. Oh, Jelly Roll got rid of his face tats. Good for him. And I do want to see, oops. Nope. All right, there she is. Maya Summers. So if you don't know who she is, they are calling her Axe and Knife Girl, also known as the Young Queen of Scots. Here, we're going to be talking about Maya Summers, the 14-year-old Scottish teenager who put us all to shame by defending herself and her sister against an alleged migrant by brandishing a knife and axe. Apparently, this was filmed by the people that were assaulting her or attempting to assault her. I'm just going to pull up some news. Pulling up some news on this. Oh, for Pete's sake. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, guys. Dismiss. Let me share with you. Not that. Let me share with you a little screen share. And they're telling me about potatoes.
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 Boil them, mash them, stick them in soup.
So here we go, guys. Let's get rid of this nonsense. We don't need no stinking stuff. We got to get through the ads. So, little Maya Summers, which that's Angus's side of the family is related to Summers. Look at this. Look at this kid. Look at this kid. There she is. Boom. Look at that kid. Brave for all of us. So yesterday I was reading up on her, and I was actually moved to tears because I knew the rebellion was going to come out of Scotland. I knew it was. I knew it was going to come out of Scotland. And she was actually arrested. She was petrified, yes. But the only chance you get to be brave is when you're scared to the bone.
Ooh, Ned Stark.
Huh?
Little Ned Stark.
What do you mean? Oh, that actually is you.
The only time to be afraid is when you're. The only time.
I'm getting emotional about this kid. Oh, little brave soul. Oh, I love her. She is absolutely a catalyst for change. We're going to see change as a result of this little girl. And I think it is, I think the fact that she's close to the age of Charlotte is going to be even more of a catalyst for them to pay attention to this. So, does anybody know if she's still arrested? Has she been released to her parents? I want to shake her parents' hands. I want to tell them they raised that kid right. They did the right thing. So, Maya Summers, I think she regrets what she did. I think she does have some level of regret. And I'm sorry that I'm so emotional about this. I am very proud of that little girl. Talk about feminism. Go, kid. Maya the Brave. So, you believe she's been released. Okay, thank you. They did ask her to apologize to the would-be assailants. They asked her to do that, and I believe she refused to do it. She regrets what she did, and she does wish that she had run away. She understands. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. Really am. I love a rebellion. All she wanted to do was go race speeders.
What?
Like Luke Skywalker.
No. You want to go to Tashi Station to get some power converter.
He wanted to go to Tashi Station to get some power converters. Ah. So, does she understand that she's the face? 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands. She wants to stay at home right now. The impact of what she did is a little bit hard for her to process right now. I think she's kind of running the gamut of emotions. And this isn't to say that she's diminished in any capacity or anything like that, but I think that she is she was terrified. She's been terrified for some time. Oh, Sally, I'm sorry. I'm making everybody cry. Oh. I know I would be so proud of my kids. I would be so proud of my kids. If they did something like that. I would be so proud. Sometimes you got to do what's right. And outer limits, I see your question. Sometimes you got to do what's right, So, this little wee lassie, she kind of wants the world to stop on this one. The experience was really difficult for her, going from being scared to being arrested to not understanding, why what she did was right. In her mind, it was time to go. Let's put it that way. It's time to go. Sometimes you got to say it's go time. So incredibly brave kid. So what does Charles think of this? Charles didn't have any daughters, though he wanted one, and his son does act like a wee girl. I'm trying to make myself laugh, so I'm not crying. I'm just kidding. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I am. Did she apologize, Sphinx? What does Charles think of it? No, she did not. Good. I hope she never apologizes. I hope she says, I'll do it again. Samantha, she's like a little, I feel like she's a little Samantha. I think Samantha would have done that. Except she would have had a chocolate bar and a Diet Coke.
Those are bigger weapons.
It was a weapon of convenience, right? What do you say?
Splash the Coke in his face.
So, I'm sorry, guys. Stephanie, you're thinking like I am. So, what does Charles think of this wee lassie? King of Cups, he's not happy about it. And he too thought that she should have walked away. Shame on you. He's up too high. He's up too high. And one of the things that I do think, yeah, I think he's under the impression that the great unwashed, I made him French for a second. So the great unwashed have no control over their emotions. In the meantime, his stupid son is over there acting like a complete idiot. Not William, of course, but they're so emotional and they have no control, no diplomacy. Where's the diplomacy? Is with cultivation that we get diplomacy. No, it is in the face of danger that we all fight back. Talk to your sister for 5 minutes, the Princess Royal, and you'll find out. So, what's William think of this? I think William's going to have a different opinion. Yeah, says the guy with security detail. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, I made it French again. Charles is way, way up. Trapped in a Lenormand tower. Way, way up, away from everyone. What does William think of this? And we're going to look at Catherine, too. What does William think of this? It is A timeline changing moment. We are going to see a timeline change here. He thinks it's going to start some trouble. Thinks, absolutely. While he doesn't like it, William does not like it. He realizes that this little girl, this wee lassie, holds an incredible amount of power. Her act of rebellion in the face of danger has galvanized a great deal of spirit, not only in Scotland. Scotland is rallying behind this young gal. Scotland is going to, she could build an army. She could build an army. He will seek the peace, and he will try and tamp this down in an appropriate fashion. Something has got to change. He will want to separate he will want to separate her followers. And I'm not saying she's building an army. I'm not saying she's like, storming the castle, going to storm the castle. He's going to try and keep that very quiet, that this is now separated immigrants from domestic Britons. What does Camilla think? Camilla, what does the Queen think? What does the Queen think? Queen Camilla. What does Queen Camilla think of this young gal? So I do think that Queen Camilla has some opinions about this. And that some trouble will come of this. We're going to start back here because now the cessation of war, and I don't mean war in the traditional sense, but the cessation, not sensation, cessation of everybody kind of sitting back and going, okay, we're going to watch this happen. Okay, we're going to take it. Maybe our leadership's going to do something about it. Camilla is worried that now the breakdown of leadership is putting the power back into the hands of people. She is worried more about mob rule. She is worried that people are going to have vigilante justice, and that vigilante justice is a snowball that goes down the hill and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The protection is questionable and unbalanced in the Great Kingdom. So Camilla is concerned about the effect that it has on the rest of the country. And I do think she is a little bit more rattled because this potentially could shake the monarchy. And I think she is more afraid that it's going to come to their front doorstep more so than King Charles is. So, Samantha, Kyle Rittenhouse, Kyle, don't go there. Kyle Rittenhouse is a good kid. He's a good kid. What does Catherine, inbound, Queen in Waiting, what does Catherine think of this incident? And this bonny wee lass, Maya Summers, say her name, Maya Summers. The hero we didn't know she needed. Look at me getting so emotional, Greg. What's wrong with me?
Why?
I don't know.
Weird.
I love a rebellion. Greg thinks it's weird that I'm
Rebellion.
because how often do you see someone truly, even in your former line of work, how often do you truly see someone who goes against the grain of everything and runs into a burning building? Oh my God, Annabelle showed up. Annabelle showed up. I'm doing the hands. I'm doing the knife hands. Who put a greased woman with a glove shoved in her face to sniff it? Name that movie. But honestly, like, when do you see these moments of heroism? Like, when do you see these moments? It is a very rare moment that we see this. I got a quarter Scottish, Dave, and 1/4 of me is singing Scotland. I'm gonna bust out my SADURDIY. Nah. I have all Bay City Rollers tonight. Bay City Rollers. So, Shirley Manson. I had all my Scottish musicians. Big country. Big country. All right. What does Catherine think? This is a big question. Catherine says, too, the protection was not there. We're doing a disservice. Catherine prays over this. She is praying for. This is interesting. Catherine is praying for guidance on this. And she is praying for the girls of the nation. I am doing a prediction, guys. I am doing a prediction right now. You know, I don't do them very often, despite what people say. Some might say. Catherine will recognize this child. Catherine will make a demand that things need to be safer for the wee girls in Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. She is going to make an appeal for it. This is something she's going to step forward. And I do think it's going to come out of her mental health patronage. She has discussed it with her kids or daughters. Yeah, I think so too. I think there has been a conversation about this. You know, how awful that this child felt that she had to go and get a bladed weapon. I love that she got an axe. And my axe. So God bless this kid. God bless her. So Maya Summers, timeline jumper. This kid just timeline jump. Let's do a little future for her. Maya Summers. Everybody throw a Scottish flag in there. Let's get some Scottish flags going. Scotland the brave. The lovers. The fool. I love this kid. I love this kid. There is so much heart in her. That partnership, the lovers, I think she is going to get some real serious backing here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be Catherine. I don't know if it's going to be Catherine, but she is going to get some kind of backing from. Do I not have a Scottish flag? Oh, for Pete's sake! I don't have a flag. I don't have a Scottish flag in my emojis, for Pete's sake. For Pete's sake!
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
Are you sure you're using that thing correctly?
I don't know. Oh, wait.
But I think so.
Oh, copy image. There we go. Let's see if I can drop it. No. What? Why is this not working? I can't do it, Captain. No, I don't think that Sphinx. I don't think she's mentally unwell. I don't think that. I think this was an incredibly stressful situation that she is not old enough to manage. I just don't think that she's old enough to manage it. So, oh, YouTube does not have any country flags. Country roads. Let me get over to here. Let me see if I can do it over here. I always feel so weird like going to my own channel. I'll wait. I'll wait. So yeah, you guys drop those Scottish flags for me. Bonnie, Scotland. So I think she's going to partner up with someone large. It is going to be like, well, I may as well. Why not? Why not? And I think she's going to produce some interesting things moving forward. They are going to, the powers that be, they are going to take her under their wing so that she doesn't cause any more problems. They just don't want the right. Hi, Rick Paul. I am crying my eyes out over Maya Summer. So, Page of Cups, she's a sweet kid. When you take the trauma out of the situation, this is a sweet kid. She does not want to make any money out of this, and she does not want to be the face of freedom, but she's going to be. Operation Raise the Colors is right. Unite the clans. Oh.
Light the beacon of Condor.
Light the beacon of Condor. Exactly. All right, guys, I got to stop reading on Maya Summers because I'm so emotional about this. I really am so emotional. I think that she is super special. I think she's a super special kid. She's 14. 14. She's a baron. I know. I'm digging deep into my genetics here. The wee baron. How are my friends in the UK?
Hanging out with Becky too much.
What's that?
I think you're just talking to Becky too much.
I'm picking it up from Becky. All right, guys. So best of luck to. Thank you for dropping Rick Paul's link. Thank you so much, Dave. I think there's an interesting future for this young girl. I think we got to keep an eye on her. I think we timeline jump with her. God bless her. So I'm going to clip the video here. Who is so, and I made Sally cry too. Sally, I'm sorry I made you cry, but oh, I love a hero. I love a hero. So Outer Limits, I got your question here. All right, let's sober up because we got a cigar-shaped comet that's flying over us that is approaching possibly October 2025, possibly a spaceship or a mothership. Everyone is talking about this. So what is it? Atlas 31 Atlas, Comet 31 Atlas. So not too far off, just a couple months. Greg just retired. So Beverly, we went through. Oh, I hit the mic. We went through it too. We weren't allowed to like fly our flags. Greg and I actually took our flag down. There was well, maybe it was an energetic thing, but the flag, the rope got broken when Joe Biden got elected. And so I said, I'm not putting up any flag until he's out of the office. So I bought a brand new, bigger one when Trump was elected. And Greg said, oh, I have to get the rope and we have to re-loop it. So we'll be working on that. So let's see what is going on with Comet 31 Atlas. Is this a mothership? Let's see. Boom. Transformation. Is it the mothership though? I don't think so. This is a comet. This is a comet. What can we expect from it? Let's see. Are we going to have an issue with this comet, this particular comet? We have to get a picture of the Trump bus and send it to Samantha. I think she would love that. So we got a guy in a caravan, him and his wife, and it's covered in Trump flags and Trump stuff, and they sell them. And Greg and I, this election, it was last election. It was 2016. We stopped off to see them and made a purchase because they seem like nice enough folks, and they actually invited us into the bus, and I was like, yeah, Greg, this is where we disappear. But they were really nice. They were really nice, and they actually crashed that one, and then there was a horrible incident with a family member that attacked the guy. But they were just in the parking lot by McDonald's and Starbucks.
Right.
So trolls, try and figure out where that is. The McDonald's and the Starbucks. I know. Really.
You'll never find that one.
Yeah. Yeah, never find that one. So what's going to happen with this? What is going to happen with this? Well, you know what's weird? It's almost I know like when things flying around in the space, they have a trajectory that they can kind of find where it's going to wind up because there's no wind in space. There's a chance for a collision with this one. And I don't mean a collision with us, a collision with something else that's going to change its trajectory. There's actually more than one thing that is out there that it could potentially bump into and go wildly careening into a different direction. I don't think it's going to come wildly careening near us, but I do think that we're going to be told that there was some kind of collision and it's going to take it off course. Sphinx, I hope it's after Gregtoberfest. So Gregtoberfest is happening at the end of the month. Oh, it's actually less than a month away. We got to make some sausages. We will do a live stream the night that we make the sausages because I think you guys would enjoy that. It's really fun, and we usually have music going, but I guess we'll have to buy some to play it. So yeah. Can somebody tell me what is the difference between the blue and white Scottish flag and the lion, the yellow and red? What is the difference between that? I don't know what the difference is. I should know, but I don't know.
What is King Andrew's flag?
That's the blue and white.
Blue and
Yeah.
It's Andrew's cross.
And I think the yellow and red is called Scotland the Brave. Oh, Stephanie. Good question. Let me jump on Stephanie's question. Get down to the bottom. No, not that one. There's a yellow and red. It's mainly yellow and then there's red. So will Trump say something about Maya Summers? Will he say something about her? He'll probably bring her to the White House. No, he is not going to offer up any opinion on that just yet. He's going to wait. He's going to talk to Starmer about it, I think. Not just yet. But he will say something eventually. Very slow release of this information. So right now he's holding his tongue to find out what's what with that. So there we go. Let me see something. I'm going to look something up. So we'll learn a little something right now. Okay. So the Scottish flags consist of the Saltire, Saltire, blue and white, and the lion rampant, the yellow, red and yellow. Each represents a different aspect of Scottish heritage and history. The blue and white the significance is it is the official flag of Scotland and represents the nation as a whole. It is commonly seen at national events, landmarks, and various Scottish goods. First recorded use of the Psalter as a heraldic flag dates back to 1542, but its roots extend much further into Scotland's history, symbolizing the Christian faith and the martyrdom of St. Andrew. The red and yellow lion rampant, I can't say it. Significance is this flag is the royal banner of Scotland, and it represents the Scottish monarchy. It is used primarily at royal residences during official events involving the royal family. The lion rampant has been associated with Scottish royalty since at least the 13th century, specifically linked to King Alexander II. It symbolizes the strength and bravery of the Scottish kings. God bless Scotland. Key differences. The saltire, I think I'm saying that correctly, saltire, is the official national flag of Scotland. I see everybody dropping their family names. I don't want to drop mine because no one likes my family, but part of my family were Baines, B-A-I-N. So I'm sticking with that one. No, please don't unsubscribe. My family are Campbells. I'm sorry. But we're Baines too. I used to tease Angus's dad whenever he would fight with me. I'd say I am Campbell, so don't go to sleep. You know? Oh, it was a bad joke. Too soon. I'm sorry. My mother actually had a painting of Glen Coe, a really beautiful painting of Glen Coe that was on one of their boats, and it's a big R in her life because when she sold the boat, she sold that particular. Thank you, Kimberly. She sold that painting with the boat, and she was really sorry about it. So I'm going to drop this down. So what else can I tell you about it? Both flags are integral to Scotland's identity, but they serve different purposes and represent different aspects of the nation's history and culture. So anything else we want to know about that? Oh, there's a YouTube video. You can watch a YouTube video. It's very cute. Looks adorable. Anything else that we can get? What is the difference? Oh, come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Go back. A further Scottish distinction from the UK, is on St. Andrew's Day, the Union flag will be flown where a building has more than one flagpole. In the Scottish lion rampant flag, the lion looks prepped for battle. So what else can they tell us about this? List of Scottish flags. So that is about all I got there. Dave, if you are planning on retiring and spending January to March living in Scotland, get a big place because Greg and I will come and stay with you. Unless, of course, you want to continue our affair, and then I'll come by myself. So, guys, we got a little lesson on flags. You got to see me cry. You're getting to see me very emotional on my channel lately. Not that I'm, I'm not a sap. I'm not a pushover. What? You want to tell them about time Pusheen ran away? Our cat Pusheen, during the pandemic, Ella was letting her sit by the open window in her bedroom, which is on the second floor. There's a roof right outside of it. And Pusheen leaned on the window a little too much and fell out onto the roof. And when that happened, there was a big clatter and Ella screamed. And so Pusheen got scared and took off and ran away, jumped off the roof and took off. And so we all ran out and were looking for Pusheen, and Pusheen did not, she was gone. We didn't know where she went. She was absolutely gone. And so I had two of my girlfriends, I called the rescue that we got her from, and they gave me some hints. They said, leave the litter box out. She'll smell the litter box and come back for it. She ran really far. I told the neighbors. I got ticks all over me going through the woods. It was quite emotional. And I slept out on the porch, and it was about, I guess, 1:30 in the morning, and I came in and I was sobbing, and I told Greg, I was like, I can't be out there anymore, because we only have a love seat. I was like all crinkled up, and I was like, I can't be out there. It's cold, and I can't believe she's gone, and I'm freaking out. And he was like, just go to bed. She'll come back. And so I went to bed crying my eyes out. And then I got up like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was walking out, and Greg goes, stop driving yourself nuts. And I was like, no, I'm going to find her. I gotta find my cat. And so I went out on the porch, and I just did a couple of pss, 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 pss. And the next thing I know, here she came, low catting all the way in. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke the whole house up, woke the kids up. I was like, I'm freaking out. And so Greg was like, you really didn't need to wake the kids up, but I did. And then I just like was cuddling with her, and he goes, we got to check her for ticks. And I was like, oh. So we checked her for ticks and then let her go to bed. So that is my story. So, I do cry. Sometimes I do cry. But this was a much longer live than I thought it was going to be. Cruising steadily at 33,000 feet. Turbulence ahead with Anna Banana crying her eyes out. So we're about to land this jumbo jet of tarot. I want you guys to put your seats upright, put those seatbelts on, put the tray in the upright position, and prepare for landing. It has been my pleasure to serve you on Fortune Cookies Tarot Airlines. I hope you guys have a great night. We're going to do the same thing next week. 305 will be members only, and 405 is going to be the general admission hoopla. But I will carve out a time for the Ask Me Anything with Greg. It will be live next week, and maybe we'll do it during the general live. Maybe we'll do it for that. So that might be a good thing. We'll do the first hour readings, and then the second hour will be Ask Me Anything. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the stickers, the chats. Most of all, thank you for being subs and watching my nonsense and enjoying my company. It is a great time for us. It's a great time for you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope we had some fun, and I will see you. When are we going to see him, Greg?
In the future.
In the future. Bye-bye for now.